Good evening. I'm glad you guys could join me. I'm really excited tonight. I've got a couple people here tonight that are going to help me do this webinar, and we're just going to have fun. First off, I'm going to tell you about this young man that's going to talk first. His name is Joshua Smith. He fresh out of college. He started working with his father in marketing. He is so enthusiastic. Always has an up attitude, always makes me feel right enthusiastic about everything. He cares about people and he cares about the earth. And he doesn't even, he doesn't have a glass that's half full or half empty. When you talk to Josh, his glass is always full and overflowing. Um, he's the next person that's talking, and he's my partner, he's my teacher, and he's my friend. Go ahead, Josh.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much. That was a wonderful introduction. We are going to share with you an exciting presentation, and I look forward to sharing it with you. But let me tell you a little bit about Lisa. She's a great lady. I met her recently, and we got to know her pretty well over the past about month and a half, and she's a wonderful, a zealous young lady. She cares a lot about other people. I believe that people like that hang out together. So I know that whoever's watching this webinar, you also care about other people. So it's a great character trait to have. All right, so I am going to go ahead and share my screen. And I will start the adding you to our... Awesome. I'm going to present to everyone. And I get to have the honor of sharing these slides with you. And we are going to start. So welcome to New Heights. Congratulations. You've taken the first step on a journey to new heights. We're about to share a powerful message that has changed our lives, and we believe that can change yours as well. So if you've never been in the right place at the right time, now you can never say that again. We are on a mission. The destination is new heights. So you may be asking, how will we get there? We call it the green rocket. It's taken off, but there's still time to jump on. But time is of the essence. So I've got a question for you. Are you ready for new heights? We are looking for people that want to embrace this opportunity. There's two types of people, though. Those that embrace success and those that say, I'm not so sure about that. People that embrace this opportunity will see new heights. People that don't, however, will see the taillights. So our mission is to eliminate toxins from everyone's life, one household at a time. We are encouraging families to embrace the new heights of health, wellness, youthful appearance, financial freedom, and even quality of life. This is what we do. But first, I'd like to examine a reality for many people. We have a problem all over the world, and especially in the US. It is called the unexpected toxic overload. If you are like the average home, then there's hundreds of man-made chemicals and toxins entering constantly and silently into your family's bloodstream, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now let me ask you a question. What is that doing to our family's health? And it begins in the womb, ladies and gentlemen. It surely does. In a recent study, toxicity levels were measured in the umbilical cord blood of 10 babies in the womb. The result was that hundreds of chemicals were found. And to me, the womb is where the baby should be the safest. So, what is polluting our environment? let me share with you that it takes 30 seconds for cleaning chemicals to enter into the bloodstream. And so that's the chemicals that we put on our body through the cleaning chemicals. Could be through the shampoo that we use. Anything like that has chemicals in it, within 30 seconds those chemicals are inside our bloodstream. And then within 8.5 minutes, they're in our liver and kidneys, and over time they accumulate, which results in what I will share with you in a few moments. All right, so by 9 a.m., the average person puts 120 industrial chemicals on their body, and that absorbs straight into your bloodstream. Now, to me, this is unacceptable. But let's examine this reality a little bit further. What's in our food? What do we eat every single day? We use pesticides, hormone disruptors, environmental toxins, genetically modified organisms, gluten, growth hormones. Should I go on and say more? There's a lot of them out there. We do need to be careful for sure. So let me ask, what do you think is the long-term cumulative effect of all the constant toxic overload? Are we overexposed? I'd like to ask that. What do you think? Are we overexposed or no? The reason that companies can legally put cancer-causing chemicals into the personal care products we use each day is because the personal care industry is self-regulated. Companies can legally increase profit by using the cheap, toxic chemicals that, get this, are proven to harm the consumer. So I'd like to share an example of this. The aluminum that a lot of shampoos have, there's Alzheimer's patients. They have a higher percentage of aluminum in their brains. Chemicals in the personal care products are not only linked to minor skin and eye irritation, but are directly linked to cancer, Alzheimer's, liver, kidney problems, reproductive issues, Alzheimer's, degenerative conditions, and a whole lot more. This is the wake-up call. 1 in 3 people are overweight. 1 in 6 has learning disabilities. 1 in 9 have asthma. 1 in 10 has ADHD. 1 in 12 has food allergies. 1 in 20 has seizures. 1 in 54 U.S. males have autism. 50% of all U.S. males have chronic illnesses or are overweight. And that was children, ladies and gentlemen. That, to me, this is unacceptable. 50%. Wow. So we've got to do something. And we've got to minimize the toxic overload. So how would it impact your family if you could reduce the man-made toxins in your home by half? Shouldn't your home be the safest place on the planet? I'm sure you'd agree that it was. It's supposed to be. It may not be right now, but it can be. And we can share with you how to do that in just a few moments. Now, I'm sure you can agree with me here again that our body was not designed to be a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week sponge for man-made toxins and chemicals. What can we do about it? We can choose organic. We can choose organic foods, supplements, skincare, personal care, baby care, laundry, and even household cleaners. We have to be the solution. There's a healthy, and then there's extremely healthy. There is a solution to superior health, and it is within your reach. So let's help everyone live free, toxic-free, and financially free. How many people do you know that brush their teeth, take a shower, and put lotion on their face or their baby? Now this, right here, I'd like to ask you a question, all right? Now be honest with me, okay? Now, if you have, I want you to raise your hand. But when you were young, and I've done this too, I said, hey, this toothpaste tastes really, really good. So if it tastes good for me, it can't be that bad for me, right? So I swallowed it, okay? bad mistake. And so my hands up, I've done it too. But I didn't know this at the time, but I do know it now. There's a warning label on the back of the box. It's not on the tube, it's on the back of the box that we throw out whenever we open the box. It says, keep out of reach of children under 6 years of age. If more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed, contact Poison Control Center immediately. All right? So under the tongue, I'm sure you know, is the second fastest absorption rate after an IV because it absorbs directly into the bloodstream and it doesn't need to go through the digestive system. Now on the bottom right is a picture of our sample Sparkle tooth polish. And a lady on the far left, Barbara, shared with us, she said, my dentist asked at my 6-month cleaning, he said, at the 6-month cleaning, I got the best report ever. My hygienist and dentist couldn't believe how much I improved. Stronger gums, no deep pockets, very little calcium buildup. They asked what I changed, and I said, Sparkle tooth polish. Wow. The great thing about these products is they don't just not hurt you, but they help you as well. We've got to make simple changes, and that starts somewhere. So, for example, our toothpaste, the shower gel, and shampoo that we use can reduce your morning chemical intake by up to 75 toxic substances if we were to just change out those 3 things. Now let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. How would that impact your family's health? And then we have to become a conscious consumer. If you're taking notes, I'd love for you to take notes and write this down. To investigate your product's toxicity level, you can write this web address down and you can run and check your product's toxicity level. It's www.ewg.org/skin deep. And the EWG stands for the Environmental Working Group. And they've studied most products on the market right now, and they've labeled the toxins that are bad inside of each. And if the product isn't on there, you can take the ingredient list and enter it there, and you can see how bad the chemicals are for you that you use every single day. The red on the far right is a high hazard, that is a 7 to 10. 3 to 6, which is middle yellow, is moderate hazard, and then the green, which is 0 to 2, is low, but get this, it's still a hazard. So our products are body nourishing and safe. We offer everything from personal care, spa and beauty, baby care, therapeutic certified organic essential oils, dental care, and household cleaning products. And the difference between our products and most of the other products on the market right now are ours are 100% certified toxin-free, they're certified organic, and wild-crafted. And these can help change and transform your health and life dramatically. So Dr. Otto Warburg, he was one of the 20th century's leading cell biologists and was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1931 for his groundbreaking work demonstrating the root cause of degenerative disease is too much acidity in the body. Now I'd like to share an example with you. I'd like you to picture this in your mind, all right? You have a fish tank. I'm sure you had one when you were young, or you knew someone who had one. And so let's picture that water being acidic, all right? What happens to the fish when that water becomes acidic? You are absolutely correct. The fish will die. And when our body becomes too acidic, our body develops cancer, Alzheimer's, and eventually it dies as well. Look at the left-hand side, at the bottom left. It says that there's 2 pictures between the healthy blood cells and the unhealthy. And the unhealthy blood cells, they go through your bloodstream like a Slurpee. And so the other ones can move freely, and they're healthy. And so I don't know, but just by the picture, I would rather have the healthy ones. The pH nutrition and fitness products that we offer are all not genetically modified. They're vegan, they're alkaline, they're soy-free, they're gluten-free, dairy-free, and they are not heat dehydrated, and there's no artificial ingredients inside them. They're organic and wild-crafted protein shake. It's a great shake that I eat every single day. There's wild-crafted super reds, which are basically a small little scoop that you can add to your water or maybe your protein shake that you have every day. And it's a fantastic way to provide energy, and especially with the mix of the earth greens, which are ionically charged. And if you're familiar with that process, they take the nutrition of each green, of that 5.5 pounds of greens, attaches to the blood cell, and it provides the best amount of nutrition possible that it can provide. Then the Be Natural tabs contain every known ingredient to sustain life. There's 22 amino acids, 27 minerals, there's enzymes, and then there's coenzymes. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not everything we have. There's more products coming, and we are not slowing down. I love it. These are a few testimonials. This is at the top right-hand side is the anti-aging products that we offer and supply. This is a difference between 2 weeks. That's absolutely amazing. If you can see what a difference the wrinkles have made, the anti-aging product have made with the wrinkles. Wow. The psoriasis problem that this lady's had for 20 years, after 2 months of using the sanitizer and the body butter, you can hardly tell it's there. Actually, I can't see a remnant of it. And then at the bottom left-hand side is the anti-aging. After 2 months of using it, what a difference has been made in the wrinkles on this lady's face. Wow, amazing. Then at the top left-hand side is a young child, and this is what I mean when I say that the products can be used for other processes other than what they are labeled for. The sanitizer, it kills germs. But look at the difference between the before and after picture, and this is just 2 weeks, by the way. What a difference this has made in this young child's face. Wow, I love it. And then there's Louis Jr. If you can see this, this is absolutely amazing. This is one of our raving fans. He has lost successfully 283 pounds and regained his health and life. And if you know much about Lou, he was fighting morbid obesity, and the doctors told him, they said, you had to either lose weight or you had to lose your life, and Lou had to choose. And so Lou did choose, and he chose the best, I believe, the best option. And he used after 8 months, from November of Thanksgiving Day of 2011 to July 10, 2012, he lost 283 pounds. Great job, Lou. And then there's a few other testimonials I'd like to share with you. The alkaline nutrition and anti-aging products within 2 weeks at the top left-hand side of the screen. What a difference that has made in the acne. And then just a few others I'd like to highlight. The Be Naturals, they work really well, and they're not just good to provide nutrition to your body, but they help with hair loss, and that's what I meant with the sanitizer as well. They don't just work in one area of your body. They work in many different areas, many different times. And then at the bottom right-hand side, another example of the alkaline nutrition. This man was 56 years of age and lost 30 pounds in 12 weeks. So it's an amazing job, amazing job. All right, so now I'm going to turn it back over to Lesa, and I'm going to stop screen sharing. Lesa, I would love it if you could share a fantastic testimonial. I know you were telling us about it earlier. Awesome. Go right ahead.
Oh, well, I've only had the products since Saturday, and I started taking the reds and the greens every day. I've got more energy than I need. The one thing that just blew me away about the products was everything they said about the antibiotic spray. I mean, it was, you can wash your counter with it, and it takes care of all the bacteria on your counter, on your kitchen counter. If your child falls down and skins his knee, you spray his knee with it. It protects him. It changes the alkaline, whatever, it works. If you have a sore throat, you can spray it in your throat. None of these things have I tried yet, unfortunately. But I heard that if you sprayed it in your dog's mouth, you got rid of doggy breath. Believe me, it works. I've got some nasty breath dogs, and that really works. Another thing is I really thought that I probably wouldn't even try the shampoo and cream rinse because, you know, over the years you find all kinds of things that finally work for you and you kind of stick with them. Well, I thought I was there, but I thought, well, let's go in this with an open mind. So I tried the shampoo, tried the cream rinse. I love it. No problem here. I mean, it makes my hair fuller, softer. When you curl it, it stays in longer. I mean, it was just amazing. You think all your life they have to put these toxins in there to make them work, but they don't. And I mean, you can have totally toxin-free stuff, and it's still going to work for you. So try going in this with an open mind, and you might just be surprised. I can't wait to order some more stuff, as there's so many things on the list that I still would like to try, and I'm sure I will. So that's my testimony so far, but I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say once I get to try some other stuff. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to go and we're going to talk to Angie Levine. And Angie studied communication and marketing in Florida, and she's worked for a couple decades in marketing, and she started working for Asante Organics, and she'd only been there like 2 years, and she got them to the point where they earned a prestigious title of 2013 Business for Home top direct sales company in the whole world. And that to me is very impressive. And you when you meet her, you can just tell that she's all in it. She's ready to go for it, and she's there to help you. She's already sent me an email with a bookload of stuff that I can do and learn, and that's the one thing that I really enjoyed about this. It makes you, the company makes you feel like you're part of the family, and they're willing to teach you. No question's a stupid question. And it's unbelievable. It's awesome. And I'm really enjoying this, and I can't wait to go to the conferences that they have twice a year. And I'm just looking forward to meeting everybody and just enjoying it, and helping the world and helping me, you know, meet people and get involved and do something good for the world. So I'm going to hand it over to Angie now, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.
Lesa Helstrom, you are awesome. Joshua Smith, awesome as well. Everybody who's here right now, because Lesa cares about you. You're a special person. She's special, and as an extension of her, you're special. She was sharing with me earlier today that she lives in Warner Robins, and so she's an Asante Organics executive out there in Warner Robins, Georgia, which is kind of close to Macon, Georgia. I lived in Georgia for a very long time as well, and if you don't know about her extensively, I can share that she's just a genuine, passionate person. She's a single mom, raised her son brilliantly, now has two glorious granddaughters, and a beautiful daughter-in-law to boot. So very fortunate. Obviously, she's a family woman, as is Joshua Smith, a family man, and she comes to Asante Organics, and we're just ever so proud to have her here because she brings an extensive background. It's so funny how you can know somebody but maybe not really know them. So I want to share with you just some cool things that I learned about her just today. She has an extensive background in nursing home care. She's been in the insurance industry. God bless you. I was there for 17 years. It's a difficult industry. She was a 911 operator in Syracuse, New York. I have to pick your brain and hear some of your top stories. And if that isn't interesting enough, she's especially remarkable because she worked on the quality control team for our Boeing C-17. So thank you so much for your service with our Air Force here at the United States. Thank you ever so much, Lesa. So she's got this really amazing, helpful side. It's why you're here. She has this amazing business acumen. And then there's also a beautiful, softer side to her as well. She's just an animal lover. I learned that she is a dog rescuer. If we're lucky, we'll hear her dogs without the bad breath in a little bit. And the 3 dogs that she has today are from Mission Rescues. So I love how you shared as well that you're just a big advocate of the underdog as well. So thank you, Lesa, and thank you, Joshua Smith, for having me. And it would be my pleasure to share with you a little bit about the company. I am Asante Organics Chief Marketing Officer of Global Operations. I was headhunted to be a part of the Asante Organics team, and I am very excited to be here. I eat it, love it, breathe it, sleep it. And so does my entire family and my 2 Jack Russells. So we really do love what we do here, and I'm a big, I don't know, I'm always going, and at this point, she shared some awards. We literally just received our 5th Business for Home award just the other month. So we're cooking with gas, and we're going strong, and we'd love to share with you why that is. And so Joshua Smith is going to bring up a couple more slides. So let's take a look at those now. So first, I just have a couple of questions for you. The main one being, do you like helping people? Most people do, right? We actually have an innate yearning and desire to help our fellow mankind. And the cool thing about Asante Organics is we have the green rocket vehicle that Joshua Smith shared with you earlier that will allow you and anybody else who wants it to reach new heights and capture their dreams. And I need to ask you a question that you probably haven't asked yourself in a really long time, maybe kindergarten or grade school. What does your dream look like? Let's take a look at the next slide. What if your dream could look like this? What if you were able to get paid just for sharing? And what would you be sharing? You'd be sharing products like you saw in those testimonials. You'd be sharing products like you heard Lesa talk about from the heart. You'd be sharing products that you believe in with people that you love and care about. And you'd be paid very, very well to do it by me and my corporate team here at Esante Organics. Let's take a look at the next slide. Now, we're not going to pay you a traditional, boring 9-to-5, 40-day work week income. That's not what we do here. Now, I will say that most people out there, 95% of them, that's how they're used to being paid. It's called a traditional income, one paycheck mindset, one deposit in a week, and that's just the person's destiny. But what if it didn't have to be like that? I want you to expand your brain just a little bit. Maybe you're a business owner on the webinar right now. Maybe you are in real estate or have some other type of dynamic aspect to your current situation. But just for example purposes, I want to kind of talk to you about what if you could be like a real estate broker. Okay, what do? Well, they go out and they build a marketing team of multiple real estate agents, and then every time that agent sells something, that broker gets commission, right? On every sale, every time. So I want you to think about that for a minute. That's what we call accelerated income. Income beyond your paycheck, beyond traditional income. Let's take a look at the next slide. So what could that look like here? What could it be like for you if you went beyond a paycheck? It's kind of simple. It's just called Plan B. It's not anything scary. But I want you to know the world is entering into a new era of entrepreneurship. I bet if you think about the last 20 friends you talked to, a lot of them are interested in becoming entrepreneurs. They're interested in becoming business owners. They're tired of working for the man or working for the woman. They want to kind of work for themselves and build their family, a lifestyle. Well, I'm going to share with you right now that owning a business or even just a secondary income stream is going to be absolutely critical and needed in the future. And why do I say that? Because I want you to think about businesses right now. You can go to the big box stores, right? There's Walmart on every corner. There's Starbucks on every corner. There's, Kohl's, and there's Sam's, and there's Price Club. But where are the small businesses? They're being eaten alive. And yet, the future, you're going to need one. So how do you get one? Well, let me just ask you, does it make sense to you to build an income and a business simply by providing products to the marketplace that everybody needs? It makes sense to most people. And in order to make a non-traditional income, you absolutely have to have a non-traditional business. So let's take a look at what that looks like for you. Next slide, please. So I'm talking about linear versus residual income. These are the two types of income out there. These are your two choices, A or B. Pick one and have a nice day. Not everybody fits into one category and not everybody fits into the other. It's just a decision that you have to make personally for yourself and your family and your future and how quickly you want to retire and get this thing done. So linear income is traditional. It's what most people know and it's what most people trust, and it's just directly related to the number of hours you work. Well, interestingly enough, it's not always trusted because your boss can erase hours or erase you from the company. And so while it feels trusted, it's kind of shaky in my opinion. But in that linear income, traditionally speaking, if you were to work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours of work, and then guess what? Monday morning, why are Mondays so gloomy and doomy? Because you got to start all over at ground zero next week. That's linear income. Now, what's non-traditional income? Is it real? Does it exist? Do people enjoy it? How do they get it? Yes. Residual income is a real and tangible thing. It is very different from the paycheck that you get from the 9-to-5 job. With residual income, You never, ever, ever have to start over from ground zero every week. Here's what happens with residual income. You do the work once, all right? You share with Sally that shampoo and conditioner without carcinogens and without neurotoxins and without hormone disruptors is better for you. Oh, and by the way, your hair will grow out like a collie dog, and it'll be shinier and thicker. You know, that's literally what you do once with Sally, but she orders the shampoo month after month after month after month, because I promise you, as the Chief Marketing Officer here at Esanta Organics, I'm going to get you hooked and keep you hooked. We have the best products, bar none, period. We've got a 30-day guarantee. That's what we stand behind. So do the work once and then get paid over and over and over again, month after month, year after year. Why not, right? Let's see the next slide. So let me give you a full-on example. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath. If you have 100 people on your team and they each work just 1 hour per week, you get paid on 100 hours of productivity, my friend, whether you personally work 2 hours or 20 hours. How great is that? Think about J. Paul Getty, one of the smartest businessmen to ever walk this planet. He said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Very wise quote. Let's see what this next slide says. We've got two types of income divided down the center. You got the left-hand people and you've got the right-hand people. So let's talk about the left-hand people. I'm a left-handed person, sorry. So I'm not speaking against you if you use your left or your right hand. I'm just showing you the screen. So on the left, you've got limited income. And you need to figure out, where do you fall in this quadrant? Okay, limited income is what 95% of the entire global population experiences. And limited income is where you have a job, and because of that, you get income. It's 100% you, and it's 100% of your time, and based on you and your time, you get some money at the end of the week. There's 0.0 leverage there. A lot of people move from the top box down to the bottom left box, and they think they're being slick. They think they're being great. I'll tell you what, my husband and I did that. We thought, ooh, you know, we don't need to be an employee. We can be self-employed. How great is this going to be? Well, you own a job, and you put your time in and you get money, but there's still no leverage there. You're still trading time for money. You're still starting over every day at ground zero if you're self-employed. So my husband and I thought, you know what? Boom, let's move up to the upper right-hand quadrant. Let's experience leveraged income. Let's become business owners. Okay, so my husband was a doctor. He's like, why don't you run the facility and manage the facility? I blew the thing up. We were seeing 150 patients a day. He was rocking it as the doctor, and I was rocking it insurance billing and meeting and greeting and exiting patients. And we just thought life was grand. But you know what? We couldn't take more care of anybody outside of Tempe, Arizona. You know, some people traveled in from other cities, but we were limited as far as geographic constraints are concerned. And we you know, it was a system, so to speak, and people were working with us, right? We had the computer people and the receptionists and a couple other doctors running space. We thought we were super cool. But at the end of the day, we still had to wake up and unlock the door to the front of that office, and we still had to get it done. And I found out later, selling the business, I thought we were going to be able to sell it and retire. No, 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 no. You can typically sell your business for 1 year of income. And I thought, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? That's when my husband and I discovered true leveraged passive income, right? That's when you actually create a team of people. who are working in tandem with you. Or maybe you're on vacation and they're still working, right? And all of these people are generating income, and because you introduce them to the company and the system, and they're out there working, the company is giving you a percentage override on everything that they earn, regardless if you're working or not. You can literally build your income to whatever level you want, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. And you can literally walk away, and that income keeps on coming to you week after week after week throughout your lifetime in our company, right? And then that bottom lower quadrant, my husband and I finally reached it. Thank you, God. It's where you can take that incredible residual income that you're earning, and you can reinvest those monies and make the money work for you, right? So we have real estate ventures in Arizona and in Mexico and etc. And so we've created additional passive income. So you want to make sure that you're creating income not dependent on you being present. So let's take a look at the next slide and see how do we get that done easily. And maybe it's not for you, right? Maybe you're thinking, well, I don't know if that sounds so good. I might like my 9 to 5, 40-hour work week, and I'll just, trust that my boss isn't going to let me go or cut my hours or downsize or whatever. So I want you to really ask yourself some questions, because we don't look for everybody. We look for key people who want this. And so I'm going to ask you very seriously, what, if anything, is limiting your current income right now where you sit? Do you have limitations? I just spoke to a young lady the other day. She's like, yeah, I've got territory limits. I am limited to the West Coast. Now, that's a pretty serious limit. Why not work the globe? All right. Do you have anything that's lacking? Right? Are you looking around and saying, gosh, I'm driving a used car, but I really deserve a new car? That would be a lack. Okay? I've got 4 kids. I can send 2 of them to college, but the other 2 can't go. That would be a lack. Do you have debt? Do you have a mortgage? What you got going on there? If you take a solid look at your entire amount of debt, you might start to hyperventilate. Why not think about plan B, working part-time, 7 to 10 hours a week, that's it, from home, and start chipping away at that debt and moving yourself from box A, B, C to D, where you've got that leveraged income happening. Do you have restrictions on what you can do? Well, yeah, my boss doesn't let me work overtime. I can't start before 9 or be there after 5. I'm really restricted in how I can do things and how I can impact, the world and the globe. And do you have salary caps? A lot of people are like thinking they're working their way up the ladder and there's room for growth, and eventually you're going to get capped. Your salary's going to get capped. Your position's going to get capped. So you just have to decide, isn't it time to do something to improve your finances? If it were sitting here, if it were easy to get done, Lesa did it, Joshua did it, so can you. So I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. Can you move forward to the next slide? These are the harsh facts, right? So my bad, go back to harsh facts. So harsh facts are important. Go back one. I want you to know that the typical 40-year work plan, that's what most people sign on for, that is a thing of the past. The average person no longer does that. They no longer stay with the same boss for 40 years. They actually move through 7 different career changes in their lifetime. So that 40-year work plan is non-existent. According to Forbes, and this freaks my son out, or at least it used to until he understood what he could have, 60% of college graduates cannot find a job in their field. That's horrifying, right? Take a look at what CNN says, right? 19% of all homeowners owe at least 25% or more on their mortgage, and it's more than what their home's actually worth. So why don't you assess right now, after this, what's my home worth? What is it worth? How much more I got to pay on my mortgage? what kind of debt are you in? And are you on board with that? I mean, because when you look at this, for every 100 people who retire at the age 65, which is almost unheard of now, you see everybody who's 65 and older passing you a cart at Walmart and taking good care of you in other locations. People in this particular category, 1 out of 100 is wealthy. That statistic is not okay with me. 4 out of 100 have adequate capital put away for retirement. You see them on Facebook, right? 4 out of 100 people are traveling, and the rest of them are working like dogs. 3 will still be working, and 63 out of 100 are dependent on Social Security, like my mother, or family, or friends, or charity. And almost 30 out of those 100 are dead. Why? Because they're constantly putting toxins in and on their body on a daily basis, and there's no regulation to that. So think about those harsh facts, and let's move over to the next slide. What do you do about it, right? Well, why don't you consider non-traditional income? I want you to take a look at the incomes on the left-hand side of the screen. The National Football League, they generate $9.5 billion annually. The video games, right? You know people who play them. My husband's one of them. He loves this little race game called Asphalt 8. But video games is a $67 billion industry. If you look at the music industry, currently it's $16.5 billion. And if you look at the movie industry, my husband and I are huge movie buffs. We see movies constantly. $80 billion industry. Guess what industry blows all of them away? The network marketing industry. Thank you very much. It's a $178 billion per year industry on a global scale. I could not be more proud to be in any other company other than Esant Hair Organics Network Marketing Company. Why? Because it lets anyone and everyone own their own business for next to nothing. And it allows them to enjoy an income that's never capped. And it's never taken away. It's an incredible industry. According to Direct Selling News, in excess of 18.2 million people in the USA alone work in the network marketing industry. And guess what? Every year, it's a massive increase, right? We increased 8.3% from just 2013. It's incredible. Over 200 million people will enter the network marketing industry over the next decade. So let me ask you a question. If you knew 200 million people were going to join an industry over the next 10 years, wouldn't you want to be offering the industry that they're going to be entering into? Okay, it's called foresight. We'll talk about that in a minute. So you can take a look at all of these statistics and you can use them to your benefit. If you want to ask which 2 industries have created the most millionaires, it's real estate and network marketing. Make no mistake. We create millionaires and we do it all the time, and there's room for everybody. Maybe you just want to make an extra $500 a month. Maybe you want to make $5 million a month and everything in between. We will accommodate you, and I'll show you how. Let's take a look at the next slide. So you might be considering, business ownership, a non-traditional business. Do you want to do it? Yes or no? Well, just ask yourself a couple of questions. Number 1, is there residual ordering involved? Okay, in other words, is it a highly consumable product that people use and consume every day or every month? The answer here is yes. Does it have universal appeal? In other words, are you marketing to just women? Okay, is it just like jewelry and candles? It's a great thing, but you limited your market. Not a lot of guys are into jewelry and candles. So does it have a universal appeal? Does everybody, men, women, children, babies in the womb, can everybody use it? Here, the answer is yes. Is it recession-proof, right? Is the business that you're thinking about operating contingent on economic upturn or economic downturn? Here, No, it's not contingent on any of that. Is it media promoted? In other words, if you look on the television, do you see little green leaves and little green footprints and, oh, we recycle, and oh, organic is better, and oh, these toxins are killing us? Of course, right? It's called a massive trend. It's called a momentous activity that's moving across the globe. The globe is moving from toxins to education to zero toxins. And so what are you offering? It's why Johnson & Johnson just said, oh, by this year in the future, we'll finally reduce a few of our toxins. They understand media causes action. And then look at the timing of the company, right? Is the company in pre-momentum or momentum? Or is it really dirt old and there's a distributor on every corner and it's in stabilization, right? That's okay. You know, you can still do okay over there. But why not get in before the masses get in? And let's talk about that right now. Let's talk about timing. Why not enter in the top 3% of the company? Why not get yourself positioned in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life? You heard Joshua Smith talking about the timing and the green rocket, and that you can get on this thing. Foresight, ladies and gentlemen, is where fortunes are made. So let's take a look at these 4 phases. And if you remember nothing, remember this. If you want to get together with a company that's in the startup phase, you are adventurous. Congratulations, you're more adventurous than me. Startups are spending more than they're earning, and that's why 95%, this says 90, fail. Okay, they're spending more than they're earning, and they never get out of that position. Look at number 2, the green dot, pre-momentum. This is where the company has figured themselves out. They're not spending more than they're earning. They're fully profitable, and this is the best time to position and build. Why? Because stage 3, the blue, momentum is about to occur. This is a critical flashpoint of growth where people are joining left and right and left and right, and your phone is ringing, and Joshua's calling you, and Lisa's calling you, and everybody's joining the team, and 2/3 of the people are joining after you. It's literally a small window of 18 to 36 months of growth, because people are demanding toxic-free organic products. And they're also demanding a better income, something that's not going to crush them, something that's not going to be capped. Or you can go to a company and you can join in the black stage, stage 4 stabilization. I've done that, ladies and gentlemen. I went to a company because I had first heard about network marketing. They were 25 years old, and I thought, I'm just going to do what the big dogs are telling me to do. And I'm going to earn what the big dogs are earning. And guess what? It didn't happen. Not because I didn't have the skill set. Trust me. Take a look at our website. I've got the skill set. I was operating in market saturation. There was a distributor on every corner. They had already created their mass number of millionaire and multimillionaires. This industry does that. They've created more than Google and Microsoft combined. And in that company, everybody had already, you know, gotten to the river and panned out the gold, and they had the gold in their pockets, and there wasn't much left in the river. So you want to get in at pre-momentum. So capture that timing, and let's take a look at the next slide. So when you're capturing timing, you just want to make sure that you're given the superior income. And I want you to know that we have the most lucrative compensation plan out of every single company. And you have my word as Chief Marketing Officer of Global Operations. If you bring me another compensation plan that pays more, I will look at it and implement it overnight. You will not find it. So what's it feel like? What's it look like to receive a superior income just for sharing really great products that work and that have health benefits? Number 1 is the easy one. Everybody understands this. Retail sales, okay? 30% commission. You sell $100 worth of product online, we're going to pay you $30. No cap, no limit. You don't even have to order product. We're going to give you a 30% retail commission every week, week after week. Number 2 is the enroller bonus. That's where you're talking to somebody who wants more products, right? They want a package of products. They are tired of the toxins. They're angry that they just learned about the toxins. They want to replace their shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, and toothpaste, etc. You give them a package. We'll pay you up to $100 for every single person you personally enroll in a pack. So I want you to think about that. And if you were to order, talk to 5 people and they all ordered a $4.99 package, you'd end up with a $500 bonus, right? We're going to give you a $100 bonus for each $4.99 pack. Let's take a look at the third check. This is fantastic. This is an Express Start Gold bonus. We have a ton of people who are doing this. It's where our company gives you an extra $500 in your first month. Most people like that. That's a great first month bonus. How do you get it done? Just go share with 4 people. Tell 4 people personally about Esante Organics products, and then help those 4 people each enroll too, and we're going to give you an extra $500, the Express Start Gold bonus. Number 4 is the Endless Team bonus. This is why most people join network marketing. This is where you've got a 10% commission to unlimited levels of depth. You build only 2 teams here. In one of my former companies, I had to build 15 teams, and I was only paid to level 6. You talk about one insane woman. I couldn't believe it. Everything from level 6 and beyond, I was cut off from. And if I didn't have all 15 teams operating properly, I lost income. We have you build 2 teams. We'll pay you to unlimited levels of depth. We don't cap your income. We certainly don't flush your volume. And what is it based on? Everybody just enrolls 2 people. And everybody just consumes 100 points or volume of product every single month. That's it. And I'm going to show you what it would look like. What if you just built to level 6? What if you just built to level 10? Let's take a look at that. So take a look at level 6. If you just built to level 6, you'd be getting an extra $472 a month, month after month after month. That's a nice car payment, right? Take care of your mortgage by building it to the 8 levels. Why not build it to 9 levels? That's the average USA full-time income. And you're doing this part-time, 7 to 10 hours a week. Why not do that on the side? Helping people live toxic-free and helping yourself live toxic-free. Level 10, $7,600 a month. Even if you stopped there, even if you walked away, we would still give that to you. As long as you're qualified, as long as you're ordering 75 points of product every month. That's all this is based on. Every single person ordering 75 points of product, every single person bringing 2 people in. That's what this model is based on. A 6-figure a month income can be yours. Why not? Let's take a look at the next slide. We've also got a matching bonus. That's where you bring others in personally, and whatever they're making in their Endless Team bonus that you just saw, we're going to match it and give it to you as well. So we've got some incredible examples. Let's say you personally enroll 5 people. You help each one of them. This one says $500 a month. Let's say you enroll 5 people and you help each person generate $1,000 a month in Endless Team bonus. We're going to also pay you $5,000. It's incredible what we do here. We also have the expansion race, and that's where you get to partake in profit sharing with our company based on being the first in the USA to blow it up, right? We're looking for people who want to get in here and create $50,000 in volume on their left team and $50,000 in volume on your right team in the USA, and the minute you get that done, you've just gained your position into the expansion race. And guess what? There's only 50 positions. Profit sharing is limited to 50 people. It's incredible what we do here. Major example right there. So we've got superior income. Let's take a look at the next slide. So let's just take it down. What would just an extra $1,000 each month do for you and your family? I can share this, that in the last 15 years, just an extra $400 a month, just that alone would have stopped 80% of the bankruptcies that happen. If they just had an opportunity to make that. You can make that with one of our paychecks, let alone all 6. Let's take a look at that side. Why? Because it's a green revolution. Because the demand for what we offer here at Esante Organics is massive. It's an insatiable demand. That's what you want. You want people clamoring to get what you are offering. Imagine offering the first cell phone before people had cell phones. That's what this is like. It's incredible to offer people non-toxic household and personal care products. Why? Because they want it and demand it, and they're ticked off that they've got something that has toxins in it right now. So why not enjoy your target market? I mean, some people are like, oh, my target market's age 25 to 35. No. Your target market is age in the womb to 100 and what's the oldest person record? 121 years old. That's your target market. Everybody's being educated by the media already. They're primed and ready for you to help them. And the U.S. market is currently a $39 billion annual market, and it's growing hand over fist, 10% every year, over the next year, over the next year. Green living is not a fad, ladies and gentlemen. It has come, it has landed, it is here to stay. It is awesome. So if you have the slightest tingle, I mean, if you're like, wow, this is actually timing, this is actually a trend, if you are realizing and you're experiencing that this is an exciting and lucrative business venture, why not join Lesa? Why not join Joshua? Why not join me? Why not join everybody who's going to be at the Great Green Event? Let's take a look at the next slide. What do we want you to do? It's really hard. It's really difficult. Just help spread the word. That's all. We need your help. I am asking you for your help. So is Lesa. So is Joshua. This is a time-sensitive, critical issue. We are not able to get to everybody quickly enough who need our products and our non-traditional income vehicle. So guess what? We get a percentage override on everybody out there who's doing it, who's helping us. Do you think this is the only webinar going on right now? My gosh, there's hundreds going on right now. We're getting this done on a mass scale, and you can be a part of that. I mean, our world has a massive problem, and all of our executives here at Esante Organics, including Lesa and Joshua, have the solution. And we know, at the very, very least, you'll at least, like that guy brushing his teeth with the 2 kids in the beginning, you'll at the very least want to start using a few products to at least reduce the toxic overload in your family and your household, and subsequently leave a greener footprint on Earth. So let's take a look at the next slide. How does it work, right? That's typically the next question. Okay, well, I've never owned my own business. I'm not really sure what to do. That's okay. That's where everybody starts. And the coolest thing about your company, Esante Organics, is I walked in your shoes. All right, I was an executive in the field, and when I signed on to my former company, there was nothing. It was like, hi, here's your package, have a great day. I refuse to allow that to happen here. And just like Lesa gave you a testimonial before, I want you to know, when you get your package, if you choose a package, you don't have to, we have immediately for you the training website, and it is 24/7. So it's not like, oh, well, I gotta attend a Saturday training. No, you don't. You map out your own training schedule, and it's online. It's a system. And if you don't have part of a system, run far away, because only a system will duplicate. You can send everybody to a 24/7 online training website, right? You don't have to train them all. The system does it for you. We also have intense marketing tools. Intense. And they effortlessly and organically help you build your residual income when you use them. We've got videos. We've got tear-off pads. I mean, it's all right there for you at your fingertips. And we have an entire support team of people here at corporate. You can see that because I'm here with Lesa and Joshua. and a support team of executives like Lesa and Joshua and their entire awesome upline who are vested in your success. They don't succeed unless you succeed. So it's like, yeah, you've locked arms and you're in lockstep, and they will help you succeed. You've got my word on that, because these are two amazing people, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't think so. Let's take a look at the next steps. All you have to do is decide. And that's where you go to Lesa's website if you were invited by Lesa. You go to Joshua's website if you were invited by Joshua, etc. And you click the big blue join button at the top of their website. It's the same exact awesome, gorgeous global website that you'll receive and that you can refer people to. And so just decide, do I want to be a customer, or do I want to be a business builder and a leader, right? Decide to join us and decide to use daily products and figure out what you want to replace first. You know, I said shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel and toothpaste. Those were the first things I replaced. I noticed a massive difference, as did my husband, as did my son. And then get started. I mean, why not start achieving new heights with your own home-based business? The tax deductions are exceptional. It's one of our last tax havens in the USA. So look at your two business builder options. It's really simple. Choose a $4.99, lots of toxic-free products at a massive discount, or a $1.99 package. At least start with a few products, also at a massive discount. It's up to you where you get started. Buy one product, you know, get started somewhere. But I will say that there are some business benefits, serious business benefits to the $4.99 pack, as well as increased commission and as well as more substantial discount for all those products. So get with the person who invited you, help them out. Individuals, Lesa and Joshua, help them figure out what's best for them. And then get ready for amazing training, amazing support, amazing tools, and an amazing team. And I'm going to pass it now back to Joshua Smith out there in Pendergrass, Georgia, right near Atlanta, Georgia. He's leading just this amazing, fantastic global team, and he helps everybody live and work toxic-free. So thank you, Joshua, for all you and your family do here at Esante Organics. I'm excited to see your family earn more awards at the Great Green Event here in Arizona in September. Thank you so much for all you do. We're blessed to have you here, especially because of your extreme marketing skills for your family business, as well as how you help that incredible specialized camp learn those amazing leadership skills. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be with all of you. Back to you, Joshua.
Thank you so much, Angie. That was absolutely phenomenal. All right, everyone, I'm going to share Lesa's website. Actually, it is the replay to this very website that we are watching right now. So this is what we were watching, and right below it you will find a green button that says Partner with Lesa Helstrom. And I'm going to open a link in a new tab, and this will send you directly to Lesa's page, Lesa's own website. And then you'll click on this top blue button right here, and you'll click Join, and I will show you one of my favorite packs. Let's move on down to the Toxic-Free Vegan. This provides you with a great, substantial, a lot of products, a great discount because you're buying it as a pack and you're getting it below wholesale. And it's just such a great blessing to get so many products. It's almost like Christmas as you open the box. Absolutely phenomenal products. And then, Lesa, I wanted to pass the baton back to you and let you give any closing remarks that you may have. All right.
Okay. Thanks, Josh. Well, I really want to thank both of you for being here tonight and helping me out with this. I want to thank everybody that came and visited, and I hope I can help you guys out there, and we can all help the world. I mean, people need to know more about this. I mean, it's unbelievable how much I did not know. I mean, I raised a child and put toothpaste in his mouth every day. I never, even thought about it, and I don't think people are that aware that there's really, really a problem. And those statistics on how children are being born nowadays, and the percentage of sick children out there, it just makes me want to cry. It's not right. We need to do something about it, and we need to get those products out there, and they work. And believe me, they don't need the toxins to work. They work. So I just so glad that you were here to support me. And I just wanted to make sure that my loved ones and my friends all knew about everything that I'm doing down here in Georgia. And I'm really excited about just letting everybody know, and, pass it on. If you're not interested yourself, pass it on to somebody else that might be. And thanks again, Josh, and thanks again, Angie. I really, really appreciate it. You're awesome, just awesome company. Thanks so much.